Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to the 7th Christmas 2021 update from GWV. So here we go again, it's time to bring you another Christmas update. We're up to update number 7 out of a schedule 25 now. So yeah, we'll have a look in a second at the CFSV2 and we will see, what that is showing for Christmas again. And I'll get on with it for you in a moment. I just say it's a busy day at GWV today, so I'm not sure when you're watching this on this Friday, but GMA Friday is going to be released today, as well as a 10 to 14 day 7 AM broadcast, live streaming at 10 PM or after 10 PM with the GFS 18Z aka Pub Run. So busy day. Please like, share, subscribe on all of the videos and live streams and whatnot. Thank you so much, everybody, for doing that. Thank you so much to Richard for the incredible GWV's Christmas updates gift. Thank you so much, Rich, for the amazing gift. I love it. I love a Christmas updates gift. So thank you so much, my friend. So festive, so seasonable, isn't it? Absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much, Richard, for the amazing Christmas updates gift, my friend. Right, so just say, but so far the Christmas updates this year have been trending mild. We've had 1 out of 6 so far that was colder. Otherwise, the rest of the updates have been suggesting mild weather for Christmas. So, it's just purely the way the updates are coming out. We're still in the early stages of these updates, so, of course, we've got 25 to do, so we're only at update number 7. So very early on, the trend is towards is towards a mild Christmas. But we should wait and see whether that is maintained, and you'll find out this 7th update in a moment. Just say we're using the 12Z of the CFSV2. It's run 4 times a day. So we always try to use the same run all the time, that we can't be accused of cherry picking any particular item. It's purely way the updates are coming out as we are doing the videos. So 12Z CFSV2 is the one that we're using, and we'll move over to Wet Essential right now, I think, and we'll have a look then. So this is the latest 12Z from the CFS. This was generated 12Z midday on Thursday, the 18th of November. We're beginning on the 1st of December. Of course, we can't tell you what weather we'll be doing exactly 3 PM on Christmas afternoon. It's much too far away for that kind of detail. So we're just looking for the overall trend of the model within this early part of the winter period. So that's like, through December into January, through this period, but coincides with Christmas, trying to pick out a trend. Right, okay, so let's do this then. Starting on the first day of December, we've got a low pressure north. We're bringing in like a rather cool and showery northwesterly wind as we move through the first week of December. We're looking mild, wet and windy with low pressure in off the Atlantic, bringing bouts of rain as well. Coming towards the end of the first week of December, this is the 7th, we've got low pressure then plunging through the North Sea, a ridge starting to push up to our west, so that's pulling wind into a colder northerly, so a little bit of a cold snap there, but it only lasts like a day, and then we're back into those milder westerlies again. It's the second week of December. High pressure again is dominating weather to our south and southwest. We're bringing in these balmy southwesterly winds. Looks pretty mild there, doesn't it? Moving up towards the middle part of December, no real changes. High pressure is sitting just to our southwest. We're maintaining a mild Atlantic flow. There is a deepening area of low pressure there on the 15th of December to the north of Scotland, which is bringing about a wet and windy weather, but it's still pretty mild up to that point. We're into the second half of December now. Low pressure is still keeping coming from off the Atlantic. We're like a week before Christmas. Absolutely no sign of anything particularly cold whatsoever. Just looking generally mild, Atlantic-driven, wet and windy. This is a particularly deep area of low pressure, bringing gale force winds and heavy rain on the 20th of December. Right, let's get to Christmas, shall we then? So that low pressure moves away into some parts of Norway. We turn wind into a colder northwesterly, turning colder and more showery then as we get towards the shortest day of the year. Right, that's 22nd of December. Winds are turning into the north. So a little bit of a cold snap looks like it's beginning to start getting going here just before Christmas. That will drive some wintry showers into northern and eastern areas. And a ridge starts to build down from the north on the eve of Christmas Eve, which is 23rd December. That would bring, that would keep us cold actually. We keep wind in from the north, and we want to have wintry showers around those east coasts. It's going to be a rather colder update number 7. Will this be a cold one? Let's see what happens after that. The high pressure is already slipping, so we get through to Christmas Eve, which is probably quite a cold Christmas Eve though, with overnight frost, but the high pressure is slipping. We're beginning to drag in a milder west or southwesterly into northern and western parts of Scotland, so turning milder in the far north northwest. Otherwise, quite a cold, dry Christmas Eve with a widespread frost. But by Christmas Day, the high has slipped far enough south to begin to allow those mild southwest winds back in. Probably still just about hanging on to cold weather in the southeast, though. So for East Anglia, southeast and southern England, you would certainly expect overnight frost to begin on Christmas morning, which would look nice and seasonable. Further north and west, though, with this southwesterly wind pumping in, it would generally be mild or even very mild, with outbreaks of rain in the north and the west. That's Boxing Day, so still keeping the low pressure at bay out to our northwest. High pressure still away to our east, drawing in like a southerly southeast wind. I would have thought by this point the mild areas sort of envelop the country, so I reckon even the southeast the temperatures would be lifting up on what would be generally quite a mild and dry Boxing Day. Okay, let's go up to beyond the Christmas period. This is 27th of December. It's high pressure. Looks like it's trying to move itself up towards Scandinavia and pull wind into more of a southeasterly. So at this point, it's probably still quite mild, but we are bringing the air in off the continent. It wouldn't take all that much to begin to get things a little bit colder there, actually. That's 28th of December. High pressure again dominates over to the east of the country, drawing in this gentle sort of southeasterly wind that could be starting to bring some colder air in from off the continent. So by this point, you won't be ruling out a chance of some frost and maybe some fog as well. That is 29th of December. Looks like just generally getting a little bit more blocked. The Atlantic's starting to run out of steam, perhaps, a little bit. So higher pressure beginning to appear around Iceland as well as we're moving up towards the new year. We have got an area of low pressure just there. That'll probably bring some rain to the south. But this was quite cold, you know, as we're moving towards the new year. Looks like high pressure is taking over and pulling in the wind from a colder sort of northeasterly direction. So I reckon this is turning colder between Christmas and New Year. Mainly dry, it must be said, but an increasing risk of overnight frost. That's New Year's Day. We begin 2020 on quite a cold note with high pressure over Scandinavia and winds pulling in from the east. So quite a cold start to the year. Quite a bit of frost with that, I would have thought. And then running on through the first week of January, we look like that. So high pressure then begins to retreat quite quickly away to the east. Low pressure then starts returning back in from off the Atlantic. And so later on in the first week of January, we get back into mild, wet and windy weather. And then we're back in it, you know, we're back into the Atlantic-driven stuff as we go further on. So that's it. I won't go any further. That's 25th of January. Let's just go back here. So it's another pretty mediocre Christmas update, really, for cold. It does get a little bit colder just before Christmas. There's that very fleeting cold snap around the 22nd, 23rd of December. It just about manages to last into Christmas Eve anyway, with some frost, and then it gets milder through Christmas, and then the cold wet air comes back again, you know, as we go between Christmas and the New Year, settles down and probably turns cold with frost unfold. But there's nothing really wintry going on with this 7th update, to be honest. Right way up into the middle part of winter, there's no sign of anything particularly cold or wintry on this 7th winter update. So the wait continues, you know, for another, or for our first sort of classic cold Christmas update. The trend this year definitely towards mild, though, has to be said. The CFS is really going to town on it overall for the Christmas period, which is, as I say, like early to mid-December to late December to early to mid-January. That whole period is generally looking really quite mild on a lot of these Christmas updates. This year, it may be being very unlucky with the way we're doing these, the days that we're doing these. I do know that there was a very, very cold, brutally cold and snowy CFS 12Z run that was released just yesterday on Tuesday into Wednesday, and if we'd had that for a Christmas update, you know, it would have been a completely different story, but we missed that one, and this one has gone back towards a rather milder outcome once again. So we might be being unlucky with this, but as we go further on, of course, if this keeps going on, then we have to say that the trend is pretty strong to be mild with CFS for the early part of winter. That does not necessarily mean, though, that it's the correct trend. You know, the model has got a trend, clearly, but it could be the wrong trend. We shall see. Right, anyway, that's it for the 7th Christmas update. We're going to do the 8th Christmas update for you on Sunday. So, next instalment coming up there. But for this 7th Christmas 2020 update, that's all for now. And thank you so much for watching. Why don't you go and get yourself a mince pie now? I think that's what I'm going to do. So, see you for the 7th update, for the 8th update, rather, on Sunday. Bye for now.